The Buddha speaks of Amitabha Sutra. Thus have I heard. At one time, the Buddha was staying in the country of Shravasti, in the Jeta Grove, in the garden of Amitabha, together with an assembly of 1,250 great bhiksus, all of whom were great arhats, well known to the community. Among them were the elder Shariputra, Mahamoggallana, Mahakasyapa, Mahakotyana, Mahakasthila, Rivata, Sudatta, Nanda, Ananda, Rahula, Kavampati, Pindola Bharadvaja, Kalodayan, Mahakafina, Vakula, Aniruddha, and other such great disciples. Also present were all the Bodhisattvas, Momsattvas, the Dharma Prince Manjushri, Ajita Bodhisattva, Gandhostin Bodhisattva, always diligent Bodhisattva, and others such as these, great Bodhisattvas all, together with Sakra, ruler of the Triastramsa heaven, and countless gods from all the heavens. They were all in attendance. At that time, the Buddha said to the elder Shariputra,
"From here westward, beyond 10 trillion Buddha lands, there is a world called ultimate bliss. In that land, there is a Buddha named Amitabha, who is now presently teaching the Dharma. Shariputra, why is that land called ultimate bliss?"
The beings of that land suffer no various pains, but only receive all joys. Therefore, it is called ultimate bliss. Moreover, Shariputra, in the land of ultimate bliss, there are 7 layers of railings, 7 layers of jeweled nets, and 7 rows of trees. All are encircled and adorned with the 4 kinds of precious treasures. Thus, that land is called ultimate bliss. Moreover, Shariputra, in the land of ultimate bliss, there are ponds of the 7 jewels, filled with the waters of eightfold merit and virtue, and the bottom of the ponds is covered entirely with golden sand. On the 4 sides are stairways made of gold, silver, lapis lazuli, and crystal. Above are pavilions, magnificently adorned with gold, silver, lapis lazuli, crystal, mother of pearl, red pearls, and carnelian. In the ponds are lotus flowers as large as carriage wheels, blue ones radiating blue light, yellow ones radiating yellow light, red ones radiating red light, white ones radiating white light, subtly fragrant and pristinely pure.
Shariputra, the land of ultimate bliss is accomplished with such meritorious adornments.
Moreover, Shariputra, in that Buddha land, there is always heavenly music. The ground is of yellow gold. In the 6 periods of day and night, a celestial rain of Mandarava flowers falls, and the beings of that land, at each clear morning, gather those exquisite flowers in their robes and shawls to make offerings to the Buddhas of the 10 trillion worlds in the other directions. When it is mealtime, they return to their own land, partake of food, and walk in contemplation.
Shariputra, the land of ultimate bliss is accomplished with such meritorious adornments.
Again, Shariputra, in that land there are always many kinds of rare and marvelous multicolored birds. Sarika birds, white cranes, peacocks, parrots, Kalavika birds, and birds with 2 heads. These various birds, in the 6 periods of day and night, constantly produce harmonious and elegant sounds. Their sounds expound the teachings of the 5 roots, the 5 powers, the 7 factors of enlightenment, the Eightfold Path, and other such Dharma methods. The beings of that land, upon hearing these sounds, all become mindful of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha.
Shariputra, do not say that these birds are born as karmic retribution. And why is that?
In that Buddha land, there are no 3 evil paths of rebirth. Shariputra, in that Buddha land, not even the names of the evil paths exist. How much less their reality? All these birds, produced by transformation, through the intent of Amitabha Buddha, to cause the Dharma sound to be widely proclaimed. Shariputra, in that Buddha land, when the soft wind stirs, the jewel trees in rows and the jeweled nets give rise to subtle and wondrous sounds, like the simultaneous playing of 100,000 kinds of music. All who hear these sounds naturally bring forth a mind of mindfulness, mindfulness of the Buddha, mindfulness of the Dharma.
Shariputra, the realization of the land of ultimate bliss, is thus meritoriously adorned. Shariputra, what do you think? Why is that Buddha named Amitabha?
Shariputra, the radiance of that Buddha's light is measureless. It shines upon the lands of the 10 directions without the slightest obstruction. Therefore, he's called Amitabha. Moreover, Shariputra, the lifespan of that Buddha, and the lifespan of his beings, extends for measureless, limitless, asamkhya kalpas. For this reason, he is also called Amitabha. Shariputra, it has now been 10 kalpas since Amitabha attained Buddhahood. Moreover, Shariputra, that Buddha has immeasurable and boundless Shravaka disciples. All of them are hits, beyond the scope of calculation, and the multitude of bodhisattvas is likewise innumerable.
Shariputra, the realization of the land of ultimate bliss, is thus meritoriously adorned.
Moreover, Shariputra, the living beings born in the land of ultimate bliss are all avavartikas. They are irreversible from the path to Buddhahood. Among them are many who, in their very next life, will become Buddhas. Their number is exceedingly vast, beyond the reach of calculation, only expressible in terms of measureless, boundless, asamkhya kalpas. Shariputra, all beings who hear of this should give rise to the vow, I aspire to be born in that land. And why? Because they will come together in one place, with such supremely virtuous beings. Shariputra, it is not by having only few good roots, merits, and causal conditions that one can be born in that land. Shariputra, if there is a good man or good woman who hears the name Amitabha Buddha and mindfully holds to that name, whether for 1 day, or 2 days, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, or 7 days, with a single, unwavering mind, then, when that person reaches the end of life, Amitabha Buddha, together with a multitude of noble ones, will appear before them. At the moment of death, if their mind is not inverted, they will immediately attain rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss of Amitabha Buddha. Shariputra, because I have seen this great benefit, I speak these words. If there are living beings who hear this teaching, they should vow, I wish to be born in that land.
Shariputra, just as I now praise the inconceivable benefits of the merit and virtue of Amitabha Buddha,
so too, in the Eastern world, there are Buddhas such as Aksabhya Buddha, Sumeru Appearance Buddha, Great Sumeru Buddha, Sumeru Light Buddha, Wonderful Sound Buddha, all Buddhas as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River. Each of these Buddhas, in their own land, extends a vast and long tongue, covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and proclaims words that are true and sincere. All you sentient beings, you should believe this sutra of inconceivable merit and virtue, praised and upheld by all Buddhas, and constantly protected by them. Shariputra, in the southern world, there are Buddhas such as Sun Moon Lamp Buddha, Well-Known Light Buddha, Great Blazing Shoulders Buddha, Sumeru Lamp Buddha, Measureless Vigor Buddha, all Buddhas as numerous as the sands of the Ganges. Each, in their own land, extends a vast and long tongue, covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks words that are true and sincere. All you sentient beings, you should believe this sutra of inconceivable merit and virtue, praised and upheld by all Buddhas, and constantly protected by them. Shariputra, in the Western world, there are Buddhas such as Measureless Life Buddha, Measureless Appearance Buddha, Measureless Curtain Buddha, Great Light Buddha, Great Brightness Buddha, Jeweled Appearance Buddha, Pure Light Buddha, all Buddhas as numerous as the sands of the Ganges. Each, in their own land, extends a vast and long tongue, covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks words that are true and sincere. All you sentient beings, you should believe his Sutra of inconceivable merit and virtue, praised and upheld by all Buddhas, and constantly protected by them. Shariputra, in the northern world, there are Buddhas such as Blazing Shoulders Buddha, Most Victorious Sound Buddha, Hard to Injure Buddha, Sunbirth Buddha, Net Brightness Buddha, all Buddhas as numerous as the sands of the Ganges, each, in their own land, extends a vast and long tongue, covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks words that are true and sincere. All you sentient beings, you should believe this Sutra of inconceivable merit and virtue, praised and upheld by all Buddhas, and constantly protected by them. Shariputra, in the world below, there are Buddhas such as Lion Buddha, well-known Buddha, famous light Buddha, Dharma Buddha, Dharma Banner Buddha, Dharma upholding Buddha. All Buddhas as numerous as the sands of the Ganges, each, in their own land, extends a vast and long tongue, covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks words that are true and sincere. All you sentient beings, you should believe this Sutra of inconceivable merit and virtue, praised and upheld by all Buddhas, and constantly protected by them. Shariputra, in the world above, there are Buddhas such as Brahma Sound Buddha, Star King Buddha, Superior Fragrance Buddha, Fragrant Light Buddha, Great Blazing Shoulders Buddha, Multicolored Jewel Flower Adornment Body Buddha, Solitary King Buddha, Jeweled Flower Virtue Buddha, Seer of all meanings Buddha, Sumeru-like Buddha. All Buddhas as numerous as the sands of the Ganges, each, in their own land, extends a vast and long tongue, covering the 3,000 great thousand worlds, and speaks words that are true and sincere. All you sentient beings, you should believe this Sutra of inconceivable merit and virtue, praised and upheld by all Buddhas, and constantly protected by them.
Shariputra, what do you think? Why is this called the Sutra of the Mindful, one of whom all Buddhas are protective?
Shariputra, if there is a good man or good woman who hears this sutra and upholds it, and hears the names of these Buddhas, that good man or woman will be one, whom all Buddhas protect and remember. They will be irreversible on the path to Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi.
Therefore, Shariputra, all of you should believe and accept both my words and the teachings spoken by all the Buddhas.
Shariputra, if there are people who have already made the vow, now make the vow, or are about to make the vow, I wish to be born in the land of Amitabha Buddha. All such people, whether they were born in the past, are now being born, or will be born in the future, will surely attain irreversibility on the path to Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi.
Therefore, Shariputra, all good men and good women, if they have faith, should bring forth the vow, may I be born in that land.
Shariputra, just as I now praise the inconceivable merit and virtue of all Buddhas, so too do all those Buddhas praise my inconceivable merit and virtue, saying, Shakyamuni Buddha is able to accomplish an extremely rare and difficult task in the Saha world during the evil time of the 5 turbidities, the turbidity of kalpas, the turbidity of views, the turbidity of afflictions, the turbidity of sentient beings, and the turbidity of life. He has attained Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, and, for the sake of sentient beings, speaks this Dharma that is difficult to believe throughout all the world.
Shariputra, you should know, I, in this evil time of the 5 turbidities, practice such difficult deeds. Having attained Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, I now speak this Dharma for the purpose of all the world, a Dharma that is hard to believe, extremely hard.
Truly, this is most difficult. After the Buddha had spoken this sutra, Shariputra and all the bhiksus, as well as the devas, humans, asuras, and others from all worlds, having heard what the Buddha said, joyfully accepted it, faithfully received it, owed him reverence, and withdrew.
everyone, I'm Franco. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Hi everyone, I'm Janetto. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and don't forget to share it with your friends.